28th of June. Babies have just been born. I've taken them away, put them on damp tissue. Don't need to wash them. The damp tissue will just rub any yuck off them. And all I've done is I've set up this lovely tub with some sphagnum moss. It's just damp. You just squeeze it and let a little bit of water out. This is great stuff to use. The babies love to hide in it. You can give it a good spray down every couple of days, just refreshing it if you need to. The litter was a T-positive Sunglow that I'd made many years ago, and the mother was a Hytec that I made many years ago when she wasn't het for anything. So we've got a little baby Aztec, just a normal Aztec, het T-positive Nicaraguan, rather pretty. Got a Hytec, het T-positive Nicaraguan, another little female. This one, by the look of it, this one's a male. It's another Hytec. And another male Hytec. So that's Hypo Aztec, het T-positive Nicaraguan. Only 4 Aztecs in the litter. Bit of a shame. We've got 1 normal, 2 normals, little hypo, that makes 7. $16 in the litter in total, the rest are hypo. So these could be super hypos, of course. They all came out nice and clean. You can see the umbilical cord there, and you'll notice there's like a little knot. We always snap it just the other side of the knot on the sac side. It bleeds a tiny bit, but if you snap it on the other side, it'll end up bleeding a lot. This is the only one with a little bit of yolk still sticking out, but that shouldn't be a problem. I shall keep that nice and warm, nice and humid. That should absorb that and heal up within a few days. Another little hypo. Another little hypo, little male. Another little hypo there. This one's female. Slightly different feel in the tail there. Different shaped tail. Oh, this one looks like a Aztec. Another hypo Aztec. Pretty tail. Again, little girl by the look of it. They're a bit slimy to actually bump. Yeah, definitely female. Again, I can just tell by the tail shape and the thickness and the feel of it. Don't need to actually bump them. So nice little litter, 16 babies, 5 Aztecs, 1 normal Aztec, 5 hypo Aztec, 2 normals, the rest hypo, super hypo. No slugs, Mum's clean as a whistle, didn't have to bath her or anything, just took her straight out, put her in a tub, cleaned out the enclosure, sprayed it down, and I've put her back in. She'll go back into her normal viv later on. At the moment she's in what we call a birthing viv, which is like nothing in it but cardboard on the floor. It just keeps them nice and clean when they drop them. They usually drop them underneath the cardboard. I prefer to do it that way rather than having all the sawdust or bits of wood all stuck to them. It doesn't harm them for, you know, a month or so just to be on the card. So what I'll do now is I'll come back and check on them. They'll probably be all around here underneath the sphagnum moss. But sphagnum moss is really good. It was used for packing wounds, so it's got its own like antibiotics in it. It's not going to harm them if it gets on them. If they had large umbilical cords with a large amount of yolk sticking out, I'd have just kept them on damp paper tissue, and I would have changed that first thing in the evening, or sorry, late in the evening, first thing in the morning, twice a day, just to make sure they're nice and clean. And by about day 3 or 4, it hardly needs replacing. You can give a little water bowl. I won't give a water bowl for probably a couple of days. They don't necessarily need it. Condensation will form, and if they really need to drink, they can drink off the sides and the condensation. I don't want them sort of like getting dirty in the water and then the water being polluted and having to change it every day. It's just easy just to, you know, let them drink off the side if they want, but they probably won't even do that. In 10 days time they should be shedding, and then they'll get individually split up. I feed 10 to 12 days average. I don't feed weekly. I like to make sure that they've had a bit of time to digest the food, allow their body to return to normal, give them a chance to get a little bit hungry, move around a bit. In fact, I probably won't even start these feed until about 10 days after shed. It just means that they've absorbed all the yolk and they're starting to actually feel hungry, starting to move around a lot more. And when I see that, then it's more time to feed. Late litter for me this year. Normally I have litters drop in late March, April, and I'm done by the end of May. This year I paired really late. Didn't pair until December. I've only got 2 females that caught. The others didn't catch. Maybe it's because I paired late. But I've got an albino that's due any day. I wasn't quite sure on the date of this one or the albino. Just knew that they're both getting close, so it's lovely to wake up to this one. Cracking little litter. Hope you enjoy my video.